Hey students, this is Joe Crowder from Yuba College, representing the history department, and we've got a research paper to do, and it would be, not very nice of me if I made you find sources on your own, or at least not try and teach you how to do that. Today we're going to find some sources for your papers or show you one of the methods, and one of those methods is using something I call Wikipedia. Now, I've told you before that historians use Wikipedia all the time. It's a great research tool. The rule is you never ever cite Wikipedia. However, you use and abuse Wikipedia to find particular paths to help your research along. It is a phenomenal research tool. So let's take, for instance, I am tasked with writing about, let's say, the Indian Wars and on the Great Plains and towards the latter portion of the Indian Wars. So I'm not going to talk about General George Armstrong Custer in 1876 being defeated. I'm going to talk about Geronimo, who was on the scene much later. So I'll type in Geronimo's name and hit the old search engine, and bada bing, he pops up. One of the things I want to point out is at the very top, if there were not enough sources for Wikipedia, not enough citations, it would tell you. In this instance, Geronimo at the top, I don't see such a warning. So what this tells me is that most of the information in here is very well cited, very well researched, and therefore I can rely upon a lot of what it is that I am reading. Now let's take a quick scan and see that it has an introduction, and then it has contents, and part of those contents would be Geronimo's background. It would drop me right down to his background. If I want to look at life after the massacre, there it goes, life after the massacre, stuff like that. And as I scroll down, let's take a look and see what references they have. And boy, this is a great big article. So the first thing that I see is this in popular culture. Now, not every citation in Wikipedia, not every article in Wikipedia, not every encyclopedia entry in Wikipedia will have in popular culture, but Geronimo is part of America, part of the American fabric. So in popular culture, it says that Geronimo is a popular figure in cinema and television. Characters based on Geronimo have appeared in many films, including, and look at all these films. Now, if I'm in the early stages of research and I haven't formed a fine thesis yet, then I might say, I wonder if I can write a paper about how Hollywood has viewed Geronimo. Since many students in the United States, many Americans in the United States get their history from film, what does Hollywood have to say about the history of Geronimo? And then how does it stack up against the reality of who Geronimo really was? See what I'm saying? That'd be a great paper. And so here, just in popular culture, all these different films, of course, perhaps I would have to try and track them down and buy them. But, it would make for a phenomenal paper. Let's see what else we have in the reference section. We have all these different references, further readings. Now these are citations. This one Wikipedia encyclopedia entry has 39 citations. Further readings, which includes things that you should read that aren't used in the citations but will help you understand what's going on. So a lot of books, but there are also some other references other than books. And then these external links, so these would take you to other websites. One of the things I do want to point out is, let's take a look at the very first citation. Geronimo, Stephen Melville Barrett and Frederick Turner. Geronimo, his own story. New York Penguin, ISBN number retrieved on December 16th, 2010, and it's got this little arrow pointing from a square. That's like a symbol that says we will take you to this very link In fact, we will take you to this very page. So let's click that. And what it did is it took you to Google Books, google.com, and it took you to this book. So if we kind of open that up and take a look at it, pictures Geronimo, his own story as told to S.M. Barrett, newly revised and edited with an introduction by Frederick Turner, the very own Frederick Jackson Turner. So here is that book that it took you straight to. But what's interesting is, if we go back to this one, it took you to a specific page in which Geronimo appeared, and the story that they referenced in it was straight from the introduction. I wanted to show you more or less the way that it worked when you clicked on one of these little square thingies. Okay, so that's kind of cool. And if we go down to these further readings and you look at where these square thingies are, we have this book that took you back to that particular book, Geronimo, National Geographic magazine in 1992. So you might have a collection of magazines from National Geographic hanging around your house. That's not too bad. S.M. Barrett, again that same one, Stephen M. Barrett, and again it'll take you to a specific page. So these are ways that you can use and abuse. And here we have WPBS American Experience, We Shall Remain Geronimo, a great series by the way, and it has a PDF. So if I clicked on that particular PDF, what you get is the We Shall Remain #4 transcript of that PDF, and it will take a while for that PDF to load, but you'll have the whole transcript of Geronimo as it appeared on a PBS WGBH show called American Experience, which is pretty cool. Just kind of wanted to share that with you as well. So there's so many ways that you can use and abuse this particular Wikipedia entry. And do notice that sometimes they have a dead link, and it'll tell you. So Apache Indian Southwest, don't click on it because you won't go anywhere. Right? Sort of. Yes. So this is pretty much it. On the external links, look, there's a New York Times obituary. Let's click on that. And there we go. This came from February 18th, 1909. The New York Times is very famous for creating detailed obituaries for people who were extremely famous, as Geronimo was. So that's it, I guess. Just wanted to show you how Wiki can lead you to discovering further sources that are out there. This is just a quick pace. If there is no link and it gives you a book title, check and see if the Yuba College actually has that book. And if Yuba College does not have the book, ask the librarian if they could have access to the book. Most of you might know that our library is hooked up to hundreds of other collegiate libraries throughout the state of California, and they might be able to order a certain book for you. All right, man, that's it. How to use and abuse Wikipedia. And we'll catch you next time.